Start in a child pose. Make sure that you place this practice somewhere in the middle of your yoga routine. Sitting up, come into a boat variation, hands just under the knees, elbows lifted to stabilize the shoulders, shoulders stay down away from the ears, trying to bring the ankles just at about knee height, chest rising, belly button tucking in. About 5 core breaths. And then come into tabletop, feet about a hip distance width, hands behind, just under the shoulders, lifting through the back body into the top body, looking up at the ceiling, keeping the neck engaged. Returning to the boat variation, hands under the knees, and this time, on the inhale, try to straighten the legs, release the hands. On the exhale, pull the knees back and hold under the knees. Doing that about 5 times, just a single breath, starting to prepare the body to be free of the hands. And after about 5 sets, come back to tabletop. Your fingers could be pointing towards the feet or away from the feet, whichever is more comfortable. 5 breaths. Come and lie on your back. We'll stretch the abdominal wall in a bridge pose. Your hands can either be by your side, palms turned up, or if you can reach your ankles, keeping the heels and the feet flat into the floor, grab the ankles, lift into the top of the thighs, lift into the pelvis, soften the jaw, and just let the pelvic floor lengthen. Release and straighten the legs. Bring the right leg straight up. Your hands either support the head or you can hold just behind the knee or free the hands. You could also lift the left leg off the floor if you're prepared and ready to do more. Or that could be an option when you start to feel stronger in the pose. After about 5 breaths, come into half boat. Only right leg 30 degrees off the floor or both the feet 30 degrees off. The core breath, inhaling, relaxing the belly, exhaling, contracting the navel into the floor, lengthening through the legs, and rest. Bring the left leg straight up, hands either under the head, just behind the leg, or free of the leg, maybe adding the right leg 30 degrees up, or keeping the right leg down. Make sure there's no tension in the jaw. Work on the core breath, the relaxing and contracting of the belly button down into the floor. Half boat, this time only left leg up, or again both legs up. Keep lengthening and keep the focus in the pelvis. And relax. In the next one, we'll work the obliques, the side abdominal muscles. Take the right leg straight up, take a twist to the right. Again, hands either under the head or holding the outside of the right leg or pointing just away from the leg to the right side. Keep lifting through the chest. You can add the left leg or you can keep the left leg down, trying to straighten and lengthen through both the legs. Half boat, only right leg or both the legs off the floor. And rest. For the other side, bring the left leg straight up, turn and twist a little bit to the left, find your hand variation. Either add the right leg or keep it down. Keep lengthening. Think of the chest lifting towards the outside, of the left leg. Finish the 5 breaths and take a half boat, this time only left leg up, or again both the legs up. And rest. The next pose is again a bridge to stretch and lengthen the abdominal wall. The arms either by your side or holding the ankles, working on keeping the pelvis lifting, the top of the thighs lifting, the jaw soft. Slowly release on the exhale. Turn over to one side, sitting up. Coming into an elbow plank, place the shoulder just on top of the elbow. Rotate the hips to the center. Your hand, the top hand, can stay on the floor, or you can put it on the hip or extend it up. Stacking the feet on top of each other, keep lifting in the top arm, the top shoulder, and the top hip. Release and flip for the other side. Align the shoulder on the elbow. Bring the hip forward. Keep the hand on the floor, or take the hand on the hip or reach it up. Think of just lifting into the top hip and the top arm. If you don't feel very strong in the pose yet, look down instead of looking up. Try to take the weight just into the bottom foot. Release. Take a child pose with the arms stretched forward to release the upper arms and the shoulders. Just a single or maybe 2 breaths and then release, do a child pose, rest.